Okay, guys, so we're at the end of the show. We're right here with a pretty great wrestler. I had the chance to watch him yesterday at LWA. And today here at TWL, Mysterious Q.
Yeah, thank you for having me on Wrestlevlogs. I'm Mysterious Q, DeQuincy Q, Louisiana Sweetmeat, a decent wrestler. We sharing mics now?
Yeah, we're sharing mics.
Gosh.
Yeah, well, hot potato for right now, but we'll be going back and forth. All right, so now that you introduced to the fans, can you tell them a little bit more about yourself?
Okay, this works because before I left Laredo, this guy, Ray, he had one of those Alexa things, and I was like, Google, who is Mysterious Q? So it would say like I'm a 13-year wrestler, wrestled for Reality of Wrestling for about 6 years now. Started with Tugboat Taylor down in Houston. I trained there for a while. Wore a mask like majority of my career. And there's a part like people don't know. I wrestled without my mask for about 2 years or 3 years before I got hurt and came back. So like recently I took my mask off at Booker T's and people just like went in shock. And I was like, I mean, you've seen my face before. So.
Yeah, so people, it's I've seen you without your mask before, and like people for some reason like they get shocked. Well, they never seen it. So how do you feel about that?
I'm not gonna lie, I felt naked. It felt so weird. The moment I took it off, I was like, yeah, okay, here we go. But then the first match back with it, because I had sort of a chip on my shoulder being like a bad guy, I just felt naked. So like after the match, I was just like, I don't know how that was. So I mean, it's definitely weird, but I'm getting a whole lot of followers now, and hopefully I can get a WrestleBay now that my face is out. You see how cute I am? That's what Q stands for. So I don't know, it's a weird transition, but like we'll see where it goes. Hopefully it leads me to a contract.
Hopefully, it'll be pretty cool seeing you somewhere.
Yeah, I need that. At this point, I do.
Okay, so talk to us your thoughts on your match tonight with Matt Riot.
Man, I don't know where to begin. How real are we shooting? Because
I mean, you could go all the way on this. Yeah.
it's supposed to be a triple threat, and like right before, my condolences to I think his name was Tony Storm. He had a family emergency, so he just left. He had to leave right before the show. So like, and Matt showed up like maybe like 10 minutes before, so we just threw something together and went out there. It was easy, super easy. The crowd was like super easy tonight. He's like an easy heel, so it was fun, man. It just felt like light work. We didn't do much, but we got like a good reaction and stuff, so I liked it.
Well, that's pretty cool. All right, so let's talk about how I said, I just watched the LWA. Can you talk to us with that great, I think I'll call it a 5-star match. She took good bumps, and you guys were going back and forth.
Rok-c.
Tell me your thoughts on that match also.
Man, it's all love with Rok-c, bro. Like that's one of my homegirls. Like besides Hyan, one of my best friends in business. The females. I really like enjoyed that match because we had like a sort of like a moment probably like 2-3 months ago where I was asking like, hey, could you get me booked in LWA for 2020? And she hit me up out the blue. It's just like, hey, do you want to wrestle? Like LWA, it'll be us. I'm like, oh, well, bet. And then she's like, oh, well, we're main event. And I'm like, oh, crap. And like we're in Laredo. And then you got people like Ricky Starks, Fuego, ASF, and like Joey Ryan on the card. I'm like, I don't know if we could like do this, but like with the new transition of like what I'm doing, it was like a good chance to practice going heel, and like me and her trained a lot like back in the day, so we just like threw things together, and it surprisingly like it just clicked, and I was just like, man, like I had just so much fun out there. My chest still hurts though, cause she chops hard as hell, bro. So I enjoyed that match with Rok-c. That was one of my favorites. Yeah.
I really enjoyed it too. I liked how things were going back and forth and how both of you guys were fighting, and that helicopter though.
I said I was going to spin her ass. Yeah, and she knows this. When I was spinning her, I kept feeling her pinch me. And I was like, what is this? What is this? And like, she was like, I need a minute. I need a minute. So I don't know. It was fun spinning her. So yeah.
Well, I was gonna say it looked fun, but not really.
Not for her. Yeah.
Absolutely. All right. So, what got you into pro wrestling business?
It's always been a dream of mine. Like with everybody I feel like everybody who's a true wrestler has to be a fan at one point. It's been a fan of mine since I could remember, since I was like a kid. And I just had the chance to do it. Like after graduation, I went through a stint where I wasn't doing anything. So I was just like, let me just try this wrestling. I got nothing to lose. And it worked out for the best for the most part, man. Like I had to get away from New Orleans, Louisiana, which is where I'm from. The Hurricane Katrina did that, so I felt that was for a reason. And I was kind of like, I didn't want to go to college right away, which I'm telling you, if you're watching this, just knock that out the way, man. Go to college right out of high school. Like, it's easy. You're already in the groove of things. But I didn't want to go to college right away, so, like, I got into wrestling, and, like, things just flowed, and I was like, this is what I'm supposed to do. So, like, if you want to do this, just go for it, man. Like, it takes a lot of balls to try to pursue your dreams and do something that you said you wanted to do. But, I mean, that's better than just getting, like, a temporary job just to make ends meet, because you'll be miserable for the rest of your life, man. So that's my take on that.
Take notes, kids. All right. So, where did you started training at?
Tugboat Tailors down in Houston. It was in this really bummy warehouse right across from Minute Maid Field. I think, like, the people I came up with down there, like, everybody's done, except for Ryan Davidson. He came in later from Oklahoma. But I was there with guys like Silky Baines, DJ King, Hambone. There's a lot of people who came like after, but they stopped too, like Canoe, Duperon. Miranda, she started at Tugs. She's like the only one who's like really doing anything right now. Oh, and Parvis. So it's like those two are like the ones who kind of like were from there and like doing big things. But yep, Tuggy Tees is where I started.
All right. So, pretty interesting. Sorry. All right. So, let's go with the last question. Dream opponent? Anyone you would like to wrestle from anywhere, and from where would you like to wrestle them?
From anywhere, like
Anywhere.
damn. That's tough. That's tough. Cause I've had like different ones, like at different phases. Damn, that's weird. Cause at the start of the year, if you asked me, I would have said Austin Theory. Then at a point, I would have said Shotzi Blackheart. And towards the end of this year, I would have said Jake Atlas. But if I had to pick from anywhere, ACH.
Where would you wrestle them? Like, where would be like a good spot?
Anywhere. I mean, at this point, like, anywhere, like, seeing how things are going now, anywhere. Like, Japan, maybe. Yeah, Japan. Big Tokyo Dome. All the Asian women.
You heard that? Any promotion, especially in Japan? Want to book Mysterious Q and ACH?
Please, anywhere, book me, please.
Anywhere. We're
I got
glad.
bills.
Yeah. Please support independent wrestlers and Serious Q right here. All right. So, any social medias the fans can follow you?
Yeah, okay, so Twitter, I'm on DA Mysterious Q, but if you just type in Mysterious Q on like social, on Instagram, Twitter, or Facebook, I should pop up. I like what you're doing with this YouTube deal. Like, I sort of want to get something going, but like every time I think about recording something, I'm just like, I forget to. Something's just going on that's too like exciting, so I forget to record. So like, I might have a YouTube coming out soon, but I'll put it on any of those platforms if I do get the ball rolling. So kudos to you for this.
Problem. Wrestlevlogs is just something to help out promotions and wrestlers alike, so it could be expanded and people know like, oh, there's wrestling here. Okay, I know about this wrestler. Let's say know about Mysterious Q. He's coming down to the valley. All right, so I'll go
That's
here.
what it's about,
Yeah,
man. I appreciate you for that, just helping people get their name out, because a lot of wrestling and spots and gifts can get you so far. It takes that word of mouth of people doing that. And I'm gonna give like one shout out to Brian Mooney, the Sure Shot guy, because without him, a lot of us, I know I wouldn't have gotten as much buzz as I could. from him just filming like one cutter I did in a New Texas show. So shout out to people like y'all and like fans like that who spread the word of like independent wrestling, man, because it's hard for us just to do it on our own. It takes a lot of the fans to do it, and like he puts a lot of stuff into it, like doing that. So I respect him for that. I respect it, bro. He's respected talent.
Absolutely. All right. So thank you so much, Mr. Q.
Thank you for having me, brother.
And we'll see you some other time soon.